everyone, welcome back to our channel. So for today we have another special guest, which is Cherry.
Hello.
But before I introduce her to you, I'm gonna have a quick ask, quick answer part. So I have like 10 questions for Cherry, and you have to answer it very quickly, okay?
Okay.
The first is, where's your hometown?
Oh, I was born in Beijing, the capital city of China.
How long have you been to Canada?
My family and I moved to Canada last July.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so it has been about 1.5 years.
Well, which year are you in university?
You mean UBC?
Yeah.
Okay. I started my UBC study from last summer as a second degree student. So actually, I started my study here from the third year. So I'm now in my fourth year.
Nice. What do you study in university?
I study in psychology. Yeah.
Nice. Same here. Why come to UBC?
Okay, that's a great question. Actually, before my coming into UBC, I originally had two offers, one from the University of Toronto and the other is UBC. But my family and I both love the weather and the beautiful sceneries of Vancouver, so we finally chose UBC.
Good choice. How old is your child?
Oh, my boy is now 5.5 years old, and he has now entered into his kindergarten life.
At which university did you finish your degree?
Oh, it was long ago. I finished my degree of MA, Master of Arts, in the University of International Business and Economics in China. And then after that, I also finished a part-time program in psychology of 2 years. Yeah.
She's crazy about studying. Okay. Why do you want to live in Vancouver?
Okay. Vancouver. I think that the Vancouver is a very beautiful city.
Yes.
With wonderful sceneries. To be honest, I think Vancouver is one of the most beautiful cities I've ever been to, and I think the climate is a little bit similar to my hometown in Beijing. Not that chilly cold in winter, and also not very humid in summer, so I love it here.
What do you hate most about Vancouver?
Okay. I think really the only sad thing about Vancouver is about the rain.
Yeah.
Rain. There was not much rain in my hometown. If there is, actually, it usually comes in summer. But here, it's really a very new and hard experience for me to live through such a long, rainy winter for about 3 or 4 months. Yeah.
Last question. Which one do you prefer, maple syrup or ice wine?
Okay. To be honest, I've never ever tried neither of them. Although I actually bought a lot for my families and relatives in China, but I myself is not a person addicted to sweet stuff, so sorry about it.
Cool.
But I will try it out. Yeah.
So after the 10 questions, I'm gonna ask Cherry to have a brief introduction to you.
Oh.
Okay. The first question is, brief introduce yourself.
Okay. Hello everyone. My name is Cherry Qi. I'm a new immigrant to Canada. My family and I moved to Canada in last July, and I came to UBC as a second degree student. So I started my study here from my third year, so now I'm in my fourth year. I find it very enjoyable to return to the campus again after a working experience of about 15 years. Actually, before my coming to Canada, I had been working in the ICT industry, the industry of communications and technology industry for about 15 years. And my job is mainly about the human resources and the internal and external communications in the industry. I'm pretty thrilled with the communications and interactions with people, and that's why I learned psychology in my part-time for about over 10 years. And it's really amazing for me that I could have such an brilliant opportunity to resume my study on psychology in UBC here. So I love it here.
Why did you choose to go to university but not get a job?
Oh, great question. The answer is I love study more than work. Actually, I do have a huge passion on psychology, and I started to long for authentic study in the Western world for many years, since many years ago. And now I made it. And as you know that actually psychology is originated in the Western countries, so I think it really worthwhile for me to taste it and feel it in this field. And also moreover, I think for me, I have been a career woman for about 15 years. So I really think that an opportunity to a full-time job, full-time study is even more valuable and more cherished experience for me compared to just find a job.
Is there any special feelings or thoughts in terms of having class with people who are in their 20s?
Wow, it's really fantastic for me to meet up and study together with those talented people at their 20s. I feel like I'm young again, and I'm very much inspired by their robust, their innovative, and their passionate attitude toward life. I feel quite lucky and honored to be with them. It's for me like my yesterday once more. And I think I really love this chance to re-experience my younger ages and rethink about my goals and values about my life. And you know what? Last night I got a ticket to the performance by the dancing clubs in UBC. Oh, it was really touching and really exciting for me to see those young guys to express and demonstrate their power, their passion towards life in such an energetic way. Yeah, I love it.
How do you find Chinese and Canadian education systems different from each other? What are the pros and cons of each based on your experience?
Well, this is really a great question, and I think that it's really different. In my understanding, the Chinese education system put a lot of weight and focus on the students' capability in their practical applications, how to apply the theoretical stuff and all the knowledge into their real business practice. And for the Canadian education system, it's stressed more on the critical thinking and authentic thinking of students. So I think actually both systems have their own merits and odds. For Chinese system, it encourages students to apply what they have learned in the classroom into their real practice. So it could be very good for their job hunting and could be very good in their working experiences. But the challenge could be that the world is changing so fast, and what they have learned in the classroom could be out of date very soon. And for a Canadian education system, I think it pays more attention to students' authentic thinking, creative thinking, and they encourage students not to repeat others, but to innovate. I think this is essentially important in the fundamental researches like mathematics and physics. But the side effect could be that the students may lack of the very practical skills or knowledge which is required in their job field.